Hey guys, Roman OKIE back here again today. Basically with part 3 of my Taurus. I did the initial shooting, I did the cleaning. I'm going to come out here, I'm going to run this Pinocchio ammo back through it. And then I brought some OKIE 380 ammo, and then I brought some 6-hour self-defense ammo. I'm going to run 1 or 2 of each through there, probably load 2, 2, and 2. Run them through there, see if I'm still having my feeder issues. If I am, I think I might know what the problem is, and we will address that. We'll go through it, and we'll talk about it while we do it. Anyway guys, I'm going to set up. Also, I should have mentioned, I've got the chronograph out here, so I'll probably chronograph these 3 ammos as well, and then shoot some water bottles with them and see the difference between the ball ammo and the self-defense hollow point ammo. So let me set this up. We'll get this video started. Alright, first guys, we're going to shoot through the chronograph. We're going to shoot the Fiochi, and it was 95 grain full metal jacket, 380 ACP. Let's see what it does. Okay, that was 905 feet per second. That was 854 feet per second. Alright guys, next up is the OKIE. It is 95 grain as well, 380 ACP, full metal jacket. Let's see what it does. That was 915 feet per second. I didn't get a failure to feed, but I did get my slide lock locked back, and then a failure to feed. All right. All right, so that one ejected. I'm going straight to the Sig Sauer self-defense hollow point ammo, and it is, where's that? It's 90 grain. It's that 5 extra grains got hollowed out of the middle. Let's see what it does. Okay, that was 881 feet per second, and I got a failure to feed. Alright, I'm going to shoot this one. We're going to go over here and address this issue. Okay guys, that last 6-hour hollow point self-defense ammo was 829.6 feet per second. So, slower moving ammo, I guess, comparative to other stuff. Anyway, let's address this failure to feed issue. It wasn't a cleaning issue because I cleaned this thoroughly. And then we'll shoot some water bottles, see if that solved the issue. Alright guys, we're over here back at the table. So I had a buddy send me a video on this, and apparently it's got to do with these little feeder guides on the magazine. They said to kind of take them and bend them out slightly. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright guys, I've bent that slightly. Let's see if that helps it feed any. I'll set up some water bottles and we'll shoot at those. Alright guys, we've got it adjusted. We've got my magazine loaded with the same order that I had it before. I have the Pioche, the OKIE, and then the, and if I'm saying these wrong, pardon me. And then I've got the Elite Performance 6-hour hollow points. You can see I've got some bottles lined up down here. Let's see what they do. Well, already having issues. We might have to adjust this again. There was the Pioche. Huh. That was the second one because I skipped one. So the second two were the OKIE, and now I'm having another failure to feed. So let's do the self-defense. We'll shoot these and we'll try it again. Okay, so I'm going to load it again just because I don't feel confident that that did anything. I'm going to adjust those rails one more time slightly. I'll set up a couple more bottles and we'll go through one more magazine and see how it does. Alright guys, got my trusty needle nose, got my magazine, so I'm going to adjust these just a little bit more. You see what I'm doing here? Just out ever so slightly. Alright, let's load this. Let's see what happens. Alright, same order as before, 2, 2, and 2. Let's set these up and see what happens. And hopefully it works a little better. Doesn't look like it's going to. Already giving me failure to feeds right off the start. Alright, let's try this. This gun, still shooting low. I'm sure it's me on this trigger. Now, I know on the first video I complained a long trigger. This is a striker fire. There's no external safety, so the trigger is the safety. That's why it's so long. I mean, really, it's a good thing for self-defense or for carrying. It's not a real good thing for target practicing, which is probably what this gun's gonna maybe be, unless I can fix the issue. But that's why I was knocking it a little bit, but it's completely a safety thing. I just need to shoot it a little more, but I am shooting low. Turning my table into a cheese grater by the looks of it. But let's see what this does. Yeah, I'm not sure what I did there. What the? Okay, so I ran a little bit better. I'm not going to comment on me missing the first two. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't have it sighted any other way than I did on the last couple. Let me load it one more time. That's looking a little bit more promising, and we'll shoot it a few more times. Alright guys, I'm going to load up these last 3 magazines, probably 2. I'm not going to shoot a full magazine of that self-defense ammo. It's just too expensive. I'm going to shoot it through the chronograph again just so we can get 6 readings and do an average of how fast they are. So here is just a little difference of the carnage on these. These are the, this is the Full Metal Jacket ball ammo. I'm not going to try to pretend which one it is. But, you know, it split it on its way in and out. A self-defense ammo, it blew him completely up, so it'd be viable for a defense carry. It really transfers its energy when it hits this water. Let me set up the chronograph again, set up the other camera. We'll shoot 2 more magazines and see if we fix that failure to feed issue. All right, guys, I'm going to start out with the OKIE. 6 rounds through the chronograph. We'll do the math on it and see what we come up with. All right, here we go. Let's keep our fingers crossed. $919.9, $935.9, $930, $945, $912. Failure to feed on the last one. $933. We'll crunch those numbers at the end of the video and give you what the average feet per second is. Did a little bit better. Just had 1 on the very end. Let me load it up with the OKIE and we'll shoot 6 more through there. Alright guys, I've got it loaded up with the OKIE, if I'm saying that right. I don't know. I apologize to the makers of it if I ain't. Let's shoot 6 through it and see what happens. $849.2, $874.8, $870.7, $880.8, $800.1, and on the very last one, another failure to feed. 856.8. Alright guys, this thing's shooting a whole lot better. Still having an issue on that last round coming through. I might tinker with it a little bit more and go ahead and shoot 6 of those self-defense. I'm out here. I'm going to do it for you guys. Alright guys, got her loaded up with the Sig Sauer Elite Performance 90 grain hollow points. I've adjusted the feeder slides a little bit on the magazine, if that's what they're called. Let's see what it does. $842.2, 858.5, 854.3, 847.9. Okay guys, so I didn't get the failure to feed. Again, I got the slide locking back. That was my initial issue that I had. And if you look, it's a pretty stout slide lock. So I might need to address that issue. $840.6, 852.8. So guys, I fed every one of them. The only issue was the slide locking back. So I'll look into that, see what I can find. Probably not going to do another video on this one for a while. I feel that I've fixed the failure to feed issues. Thanks to Average Joe 78, sent me the video on the issue at hand. I appreciate you. You're a good friend. Anyway guys, I think that's going to do it for this video. I've shot some water, I've shot the chronograph, I've shot plenty of rounds through it. I feel a little bit better about it. So if you like this video, hit like. you want to see more like it, hit subscribe, share it with your friends if you would. Anyway guys, Roman OKIE saying peace out.